Right, I'm here. Needless to say, I'm not happy, but there's worse things in life, I guess. I was recording this, and the flight thus far has been really good. No glitches, no nothing. And then suddenly OBS decided it was going to freeze the recording about 40 minutes in, even though I'd already got about 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and so I lost all that. It just froze the screen, and because I've got other stuff running like Beyond ATC and things like that, which I can't prevent covering.
627 heavy. Contact Narsarsuaq radar 121.3.
Contact Narsarsuaq radar 121.3. Boeing 627 heavy. Bye bye. Narsarsuaq radar Boeing 627 heavy. Flight level 360.
Boeing 627 heavy. Narsarsuaq radar identified.
As I was saying, I knew what I was saying up until I said, and I was saying, and then I forgot. It doesn't matter. Safe to say that OBS has let me down quite dramatically. It just froze frame after 43 minutes, and because I had Windows, not the operating system, but an application window on top of OBS, which was unavoidable, I was unable to see that the frames had frozen, and it was my stupidity for assuming that OBS was going to record. So I've only got the first 40 minutes of this flight, which isn't going to count for much because we hadn't even taken off by that point. So we're currently 4 times speed, flying over the Atlantic Ocean towards New York, and yeah, I was hoping, I wanted to do this as a video rather than a live stream because it's just better that way on a flight like this, and it seems I can't rely on OBS to not fuck up, which is a big shame. So I'm gonna install GeForce Experience, and I'm gonna switch to using, what is it, Shadowplay. I'm gonna try that. Hello Andy, how you doing, man? Just before we hit the Atlantic, we had to go over Ireland and most of England. But yeah, this is a real shame. When you do a first of something and something spoils it, it's really maddening. It's frustrating as hell. Everything went good. We've got, in fact, I'm going to show it. Actually, I don't know. I can't trust YouTube to tell me who's in and who's out in numbers. But yeah, people are going to be moving around erratically now because they are. as we're at 4 times the speed. But yeah, we've got a
Contact Gander Oceanic 1.
we have 301 people on board. 301.
Contact Gander Oceanic 12 for decimal 725, Boeing 627 Heavy.
Hi Gray. Can't get to your reply yet.
Gander Oceanic, Boeing 627 Heavy, flight level 360.
But basically, I'm up for anything at the moment. I don't really care what happens to them. So yeah, it doesn't bother me whatever gets done to them. I've got no love for them anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Talking about the pedals. So yeah, we're at 4 times the sim rate, which is why you're seeing people moving quicker. So yeah, we're full. Almost. We have to initiate another step climb later at Taffy, or Cuddy, I think. Taffy. It's just going to do a step climb up to 380. We have to request permission for that. So far, Beyond ATC's been fine. Everything's been fine. I haven't missed a step. I did all the lights correctly on the runway. I did all the procedures correctly from cold and dark all the way. Everything. And I thought, what a perfect recording this is going to be if we nail the landing. Nope. OBS had other ideas. Freeze frame. And then, you know, I'm recording in MKV format because if you're going to do recordings in MP4, then you're setting yourself up for disaster. Don't ever do recordings in OBS in MP4. Just don't. MKV is the way to go, but even then, it must have frozen at around 41 minutes. And I didn't notice until 2 hours 15 minutes into the flight, or into the recording I should say, that it messed up. So yeah, we lost it. I've only got the first 41 minutes or whatever it is. But hey, it's not going to stop me. It's just going to mean that part of me wants the landing to go bad now, because then it means that I won't have my first perfect flight spoiled, right? That's the way I think. But I'm gonna be doing multiple JFK to Heathrow or vice versa flights, and one of them that I do is going to be fully real time, no time compression. It's going to be a 7-hour video or stream. Again, if I do the video, I clearly cannot trust OBS. It's let me down once, that's enough. So I'm going to have to record with some other more reliable software. I don't know why it messed up, I don't really care. I just want software that's going to work. But anyway, the initial cruising altitude here was 34. We did a step climb up to 36, and there's another one coming to 38. And all this is a recommendation to move up an extra 2,000 feet for a more economic flight. So we'll be doing that. What else? Yeah, it took me about, I would say, an hour and a half to get this flight off the ground, no pun intended, but to get everything started where I could just say good evening or good day, good greetings, I'm Rusty Dog, took about an hour and a half, because the technicalities behind setting up a flat flight like this is crazy. GSX has to be fully up to date. It has to be fully reconfigured after that, otherwise you don't get the passengers on the plane. You have to reboot your PC before you start, because you need a clean PC. If you don't, you're going to get jerky frame rates and just shit from whatever. So there's a lot to do just to set up, before you even think about starting at the airport. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And all of that took about an hour and a half to do. And then, you know, I I tolerated it. I was patient with it. And then at the end of the day, OBS decided to fuck up the video. So that's the mood I'm in. And I have to, well, I don't have to, but I do have a scheduled stream for Elite Dangerous today. There's no guarantee on that one now. I'm kind of losing my patience with all of this. But yeah, I about 41 minutes in, I looked here, and that was where the frame, the video just paused and got frozen in OBS. Now the idea of recording in MKV is that if your software crashes, you don't lose the recording. In MP4, if you're recording in MP4 and OBS crashes, you lose everything. You lose everything, totally. In MKV format, then you don't. You lose up until the crash. But in this case, I only got the first 40 minutes because that's when it crashed and I didn't notice. So not only have I got to keep an eye on my flight and what's going on my instruments and beyond ATC and all that, I now have to keep an eye on OBS to make sure it's not fucking up. And what I would have hoped is that when it freeze framed, I could have just task ended OBS, because that's the only way to exit it when it does that, and then relaunch it, start recording again, and then just stitch the two recordings together, you know, and it would have been fine. But on the initial recording, like I say, we didn't even get off the ground. So if I'd got to cruise already, I could have stitched the recordings together and made one. But yeah, no, can't even do that now. So yeah, sorry, I couldn't bring you the entire flight. So yeah. Can you, but obviously recording a full real-time flight, 7 hours, would be better than live streaming, because the last thing, if it happens to me it's one thing, if it happens to everybody watching it's another thing, where we have a 7-hour flight and I've got to talk for 7 hours and then the landing goes bad or the descent goes bad, whatever, and that'll be disappointing. But on the flip side of that, there's not many people to disappoint, because I don't really get into double figures with flight sim videos. So, but maybe that's a good reason for me to increase the amount of flight sim videos I do. Get people used to the fact that I'm doing them, and then they'll turn up. Yeah. Right, where are we? We've got a long way to go to get to Taffy, haven't we? 109 meters. So there should be... actually, no. 105 nautical miles. But then there's this big one. And somewhere inside that 675 miles is a step climb. But that's a big chunk. Aspen. I haven't got any descent information programmed in or anything, but that's okay, we're good. I've got what I need written down, and if I have any slight doubt, however small, that beyond ATC is telling me something I don't want to hear or that I'm not sure about, I'm going to be aborting that as well. And it's still bugged, by the way, when it asks you to read back something. I think, I'm gonna guess that every time, here we go.
Boeing 627 Heavy, contact Gander Oceanic 128.325.
Okay, 128.325. The number 9 is not involved in that, okay? There's no 9, so let's see. And then I'll get back to saying what I was saying before. Contact Gander Oceanic on 128.325 Boeing 627 Heavy. And that's worked. Gander Oceanic, this is Boeing 627 Heavy for flight level 360.
Boeing 627 Heavy, Gander Oceanic identified.
So what I was saying was, when it asks you contact blah 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 on blah 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 frequency, I'm thinking that if there is a 9 in there, which is said 9er, although it doesn't really matter, then when I read that back correctly, it keeps saying negative, and it wants me to read it again, and I read it again, and it says negative, and then it tells me what to say again, and I say it again, and it says negative, and it won't do it. So then I have the auto respond back, and it says exactly the same thing I say, and it accepts it. So I don't know if that situation is only triggered, that bug is only triggered when there's a 9 or a 9er in the frequency. So that's what I'm looking out for right now. Hey Philip. Yeah, I'm just fucked off with it, man, because everything was going really well, you know. I got everything right, I got all my procedures right with the lights and everything, which I normally mess up. I took special care to get everything good, and it was great. We had good taxiways, we had everything was good. There was nothing wrong with the flight at all, and it completely messed up. So yeah, you can see the clock is green, which means we are not at the normal speed of the game. We are actually 4 times the speed, as you can see at the top of the EFB. And even this messed up. The Navigraph messed up as well. I was switching airports from departure to arrival, and it wasn't switching the charts over. It wasn't allowing the search to work. So I was suggesting that PMDG, or whatever the hell it is, what they should do is, they must know that the Navigraph on their EFB is bugged, and if it times out or delays anywhere, it crashes. You have to go back in again. It takes you back here, and then you have to go back here again, and it does that quite a lot. It's quite frequent crash. And this one, it just froze. I couldn't get to the runways of JFK. So what they should do is have either here or on this thing, they should have a reset EFB function, or reset Navigraph or something like that, or yeah, reboot this. There should be a way to do that, where it completely resets itself. Perhaps not completely. I mean, I don't want it reset where I've got to load my flight plan in again and all that stuff, but it's all functioning apart from Navigraph, which is really bugged on all the Boeing planes from PMDG. It's not just this one. So I think they should build something in around that. If they can't fix the bug, then just have another button here that says reset or reload Navigraph. Reload Navigraph back into the EFB, and it does a force reload. That'll be fine, you know, and then they can take as long as they like to fix the bug, right? Because there won't be so much of a rush. Right, let me just compare. Where's this step climb? It's not for a while.
Heavy, you're off course. Clear direct taffy. Resume on navigation.
See, she's done this twice now on this flight now, saying that I'm off course.
Affirmative.
I don't see how.
Clear direct taffy. Resume own navigation. Boeing 627 Heavy.
Did I miss a step climb? No, because she doesn't know Beyond ATC doesn't know I'm getting step climbs. So what the hell? There's the step climb right there before taffy. So we've got a long way to go before we take this plane up to 38. So if I'm going in a straight line across the Atlantic, how the hell can I suddenly become off course? Resume own navigation.
Contact Gander Center 128.325.
Are we over Alaska or something? Is this Alaska? Canada? Alaska? Roger, contact Gander Center on 128.325, Boeing 627 Heavy. Gander Oceanic, this is... Oh, we don't have to do that anymore. Okay. It's not saying that. Okay. Okay.
Aircraft calling, request not understood.
Yep, I thought you were going to want me to announce. Oh, now you want me to announce. Jeez, freak. Gander Oceanic, this is Boeing 627 Heavy at flight level 360. Let me see where we are, guys, because I don't know. So, where's this, guys? We're already in North America. Yikers! All I have here is state regions and airports, and that's it, so not really much use to me. But wait a cotton pickin' minute. We've come all this way, and you want to step climb me up to 30? You want me to increase altitude here? Why couldn't we do that over the Atlantic? We've covered the entire Atlantic Ocean now. I think that took about, I don't know, hour and a quarter perhaps. What the? Okay. I mean, I'll do it. I just find it bizarre. Let's have a look. So VNAV page 2, step to flight level 380. Yeah, so in 400 nautical miles, there's no point me saying the number because it's constantly changing. We have to step up to 38. We don't have to. I can just hit 0 on here and then just feed that into here. And there'll be no step climbing, we'll just stay here. But I think we're okay on fuel. I don't know how to get the wings display here for it. Normally it tells you left and right here, but total fuel 26.6 tons. How much did we start with? 60, was it 60? Yeah, well, we're doing okay. Alright. Ooh, that's Canada. CYYR. Goose Bay, General, yeah, Canadian Forces Base, Goose Bay. That's what that is. And that's a long way away because I've got the range set up quite well. Actually, no, 80. I thought it was more. So, this is where we are, guys. Look at this scenery. Loading in at 4 times the rate, the normal rate. At least this brings what would be a 7.25 hour flight down to around 2 hours or something. And that I might not be talking only about flight time, but 2 hours. Although I don't know. Yeah, taxi, flight, and taxi. 2 hours. seriously moving. So rather than record again, you know, and then put out that recording, I decided not to do that. I thought, I'm not going to trust OBS anymore to record, and so I'm going to, and it was recording onto an SSD as well, so, but I thought, yeah, I'll just stream the rest, and that way, you know, there's a more proven track record with streaming with OBS than there is recording, so it looks like this is the way to go. I wonder if there's any error logs to go with OBS that I can send off to the developers. Got crash reports here. Oh yeah, show crash report. Okay, show me. That was the 25th of November 2023. Awesome. Is that when it was created? Has it added on to that? Does it just create one and append it all throughout the years? Nope, it doesn't. So no crash report. That's because it didn't like crash the desktop or anything, it just froze the video, and I couldn't. I pressed stop recording and it wouldn't. It just said stopping ... and it wouldn't. So I pressed exit, it wouldn't exit, and then I had to task end it. Absolute freaking nightmare. And it doesn't look like I've got 8 times speed here either, because if I try and click this chrono forward again, it goes to ×1, and if I click it very gently, very gently, with a very deft click on the mouse, you know, not like holding it down with your finger like you normally do, just a very quick flash click, as fast as I can do it, it still clicks the clock forward twice. It's got nothing to do with the sim moving faster, because it doesn't mean that these buttons don't move any faster because I'm going at 4 times the rate. It's exactly the same. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I would twirl this knob, which is untwirlable in the real plane. That's just there to control your time compression. And I would just click it and it would go click click, which means it would go from ×1 to ×4, which isn't what you wanted. Yeah, such is life, eh? And these alternate list uplinks, we're just going to have to put up with those, or whatever they are. I don't know, alternate, I guess that's what that is. A list of alternate airports that are within your vicinity in case you need to divert. Obviously, as you're traveling, this is updating, the list is updating all the time. I think if we just click on alternates, you get a list of all the airports that you can, how much fuel it will take to get to each one of them. So this list is updating all the time, and that's what that is. Right, I don't know if to put in. Well, actually I could, because it would take me a while to find where to put it. Because there's a page that should say forecast, and I can never remember where it is. Yeah, that's my route. Missed approach is not going to, hopefully not have one of those. I never seem to remember where the forecast is to put to program the winds in. See, this has only got one page, so it can't be that. Thrust has only got that page, and then you have the approach, but we're not going to go there yet. Takeoff, it can't be there. Approach has only got the one page. So am I dreaming? Where do you put the descent winds in? I've done it before. Alright, let's go to takeoff. See, it's no, none of this is relevant anymore. Oh boy. Yeah, this isn't relevant anymore either. Ah! FMC.com, there we go. Uplink the wind, uplink descent forecast. Well, we can do both. We put the wind data in now. And descent forecast, let's load that in. It might be a bit early to do it, but you know. There we go. Do I click this? I don't want to actually descend now, that's not what I want to do. Awesome, we got the winds in. Perfect. Good, good. Right, how are we doing? Ooh, we're back over the ocean again. So I guess that was northeastern Canada, or was it some part of Alaska we just flew over? I'm actually not sure. Is that just one big blanket cloud or what? Or is it part of, yeah, it is. It's not the reflection of the sea. That's so weird. Okay. Right, can we just switch maps a second, please? Right, so the moment we step over this line here into this sector, it's KZ. As soon as it starts with a K, that's it. You're in the United States. This is Canada. Yeah, and so is this. So the moment we step here, just after Taffy, we're going to cross this border. And that's North America. Wow. There only is one edition. Oh, okay, I see edition, sorry. Premium Deluxe. Yeah, it's Skyzer. Yeah, Premium Deluxe, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant like MSFS or MSFS 2024 or something, which isn't out yet, obviously. But yeah, yeah, Premium Deluxe is the one. Just gives you extra planes, extra airports, and that kind of thing. Nothing else, really. Is it 314 our inbound course? I think so. Trust me, it is. Okay, so there we have a step climb, guys. So what I'm going to do when we get close to it is I'm just going to slow the sim down and I'm going to request the step climb. Because if I just do it off my own back, ATC is not going to be happy, and it's going to want me to get back to 36,000. So yeah, you don't have to make the step climb, but if you do, it's more economic because you're in thinner air, and so the plane doesn't have to push so hard to go at a certain speed. So we are now 10 nautical miles away, so let's get the speed down. See, 2 clicks, and I didn't even do anything. Gander Oceanic, oops, it's not giving us the option.
Aircraft calling, request not understood.
Yeah, you're not giving me the option for an altitude change. Let me see if it'll do it anyway. Gander Oceanic requesting altitude change to flight level 380, Boeing 627 Heavy. Not understood.
Boeing 627 Heavy, I didn't get that.
So now what do I do? All I've got is request heading, verify next fix, and radio check. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to not do this step climb, but okay. From what I'm told, we just put a 0 in here. Okay, apparently not. What if I program in the same altitude that we're currently at? No, it doesn't like that either. Oh, that's... I think Beyond ATC should always have an altitude change request option available to it all the time. It doesn't even have ready for descent or anything. Okay, that's all right. It's I don't get it, but sure. We'll have to stay at 36 so it doesn't whinge. All right, let's get the speed back up again. Can we make 1 click? Nope. That's a new one on me. I can't do double speed. Weird. And you can't use the mouse wheel to rotate the knob either. It has to be a mouse click, which is another thing that's weird. Because look, mouse wheel. My mouse wheel up and down is moving that. But on this, nope. Nope, 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 nope. And I don't think you can adjust it on the... What the hell was that? I don't think you can adjust it here either by clicking on this. I thought you could, but guess what? You can't. Alright. It is what it is. What it is. Wow. I'm not quite sure what time I took off either. You know, real time, my time. I guess I could find out by looking at the time of that recording, right? Yeah, so it looked like 9:27. So 9:30 my time. It's now 12:30. So it's been 3 hours since I said, "Hi everyone, I'm Rusty Dog," and then we had a cold, dark plane. It's been 3 hours. So we're essentially halving the time here, but the whole flight has not been ×4. I only put it on when I reached the cruising altitude, and I got past Northern Ireland and Ireland. Once I got out into the ocean, then I initiated it. But if you wanted to, you could initiate time compression when you're climbing if you want to, but I didn't do that. I chose to wait until cruise. If I get a good landing, I guess at least I can say that I've completed my first transatlantic flight, even though you guys didn't get to see it all, unfortunately. But yeah, Heathrow was really busy as well. There was a lot of planes, not necessarily taxiing and on the runway, but there was the usual amount you would expect. But all the planes that were at the gates and at the jetways, there was loads of them. It was really packed, so Heathrow's in for a busy day today. And of course, when Beyond ATC brings its own traffic injection, it's not going to quite be like FSLTL. FSLTL that I'm using right now is bringing in, I believe, live traffic, and because it's the traffic in the sim is doing exactly what the traffic in real life is doing, so it's kind of pre-programmed, so to speak. Yeah. But with Beyond ATC, you can't have live traffic. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. It doesn't make sense because the traffic that FSLTL is bringing in, the planes are like if the real plane goes from 27,000 feet to 34,000, so will the one in the sim in FSLTL, because it's copying off the real thing. But in Beyond ATC it doesn't do that. So what Beyond ATC will do is it will take the last 7 days of, I guess, of information from flight radar of all the flights that have happened, and it will inject the planes into the airport that maybe that's the situation it was yesterday or the day before, whatever like that, right? So it's not live, but the positions of the planes as they get injected in will be a real situation that happened. But Beyond ATC is controlling and instructing each one of those planes separately. So compared to real life, compared to real time, the winds will be different. The active runways will be different, and Beyond ATC is controlling what the flights do. It's not copying off live data. You know what I mean? It's being told live by Beyond ATC, so you cannot inject real-time traffic into the sim with Beyond ATC. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh, VFR's coming as well. Yeah, VFR would be cool, wouldn't it? I'm using a joystick. If you want to know my setup, I think if you type !setup, it'll give you everything that you need. But my joystick is a Virpil, but it should tell you everything on this in the setup. Just type and then setup. There you go, and it should come up. So there you've got the Virpil Constellation Alpha L, which is for left-handed, and the WarBRD based joystick. Yeah, there you go. That's my current setup. What I like about this is that we're at 4 times speed, right? And the scenery's loading in nicely. No glitches, no stutters. It looks nice and smooth. And I'm not even using the, what's it called? Lossless scaling app to give me a fake but smooth 60 frames per second. I'm not even using that. We must definitely be in the United States now. Here we are. Aspen. Is that the same Aspen that the skiers go to? see now what the hell. What the hell was that? I only clicked on plus once. That's too big of a difference. You've got no zoom in between. Okay, I'll put up with that one. That seems like a hell of a zoom. So yeah, there we go. Right, let's crank up the range here and see if we can see what's coming. Oh, there's top of descent. There it is. About 280 miles away. Top of descent. That's gonna make me nervous, guys. We've got a ENE VOR in about, I don't know, 120 miles. How's the fuel? Because we didn't do the step climb. I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty of fuel on board regardless. We're down to 16.5 tons now. I think we're going to be okay. So once I see top of descent, you know, let's say 40 miles away, I'll start programming in the decision altitude and all that kind of palaver. But yeah, this plane's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The amount of automation on it as well compared to the 737 is night and day. Because in the 737 there's certain things you have to manually tell the plane. Like even up on here, there's a gauge here, or a dial, not a dial, but a display where you have to tell it what your cruising altitude's going to be and the runway elevation. No such thing exists here. You don't have to do that. It's all automatic. The runway elevation is calculated. It knows it automatically, I guess, from the database. And all you need to tell it is the decision altitude of the thing, and I guess just put the final heading in, and that's it. The rest is all done and all known by the plane. You do not need to tell it the LS frequency. It knows that as well. It knows the inbound course, to be fair, so I don't really need to program it in. It does know it. It's kind of like stuff that the Airbus A320 would be like, you know. It knows a lot of information that you don't have to tell it. It's all automated, and I love that. It's got the technology of the Airbus, but inside of Boeing, and it's lovely mixture. A yoke is a joke. But I don't know. I mean, I really look, because with the yoke, right? When you turn the plane, it's not like a car where you leave go and it recenters, right? It's, in order to stop the plane turning, you have to turn back in the opposite direction. To stop it, right? Obviously, but it doesn't have auto centering as far as I know. At least these probably would do. I don't know if they do or not, but I would say so. But I've always fancied the honeycomb, Alpha and Bravo, the yoke and the throttles, particularly the throttles. The throttles would be awesome, because on the Bravo you can buy separately the Boeing throttles with the reversers and everything. It looks like this, and it has the reversers on here as well. which you can just, you know, just put your fingers behind and pull, and then you've got your reverse throttles, and it's got the flaps lever, it's got the trim and this and everything, and then you can take all that off and change it out for a Airbus throttle. Freaking awesome. Absolutely. Now the Airbus is a joystick anyway, side stick, but I don't mind flying this with the joystick, so just having the Bravo on its own would be cool. That'd be real neat. Right, so we're just approaching the ENE VOR, and I think we're just going to have a little bit of a tilt when we do that. You might see it. Oh, there we go. Oh, guys, that's it's a bit jerky. It's okay though. Hi, you freaks, all dancing around. There we go. I have a jumper. It's white or creamy color. That's just like this. It looks exactly the same material. It doesn't have a big neck like that though. So this is, yeah, during the filling up phase when people are piling into the plane, you don't have the curtains drawn across. It's only when everybody's on board that the curtains get drawn across in between each. Because otherwise, when the plane is cold and dark and empty, you can be opening the cockpit door and you can look all the way down the corridor right to the back of the plane. You can't do that now because we have separation of classes by the curtains. This dude can't leave his hair alone. It is a dude. I'm pretty sure that's a dude. And you know what I love as well with this is we are behind the wings right now. Listen to the noise of the engine. And as we travel forward, and it's gone really slow now, as we travel forward, this is quicker with the drone, the sound will change as we get in front of the engines. Oh, I can't believe how slow it is. Come on, before we land, please. Quite why that happened. Oh, we're not getting the sound change on the drone. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're inside. All right. Well, you heard the sound that was before or after the wings, right? So if I can manage to maneuver myself around here, we should start to hear the sound. At the front of the engines. I guess this is it then. Yeah, it's quite different. And I should definitely think about closing that door. Okay, we're back on normal time. top of descent is coming up. So decision altitude is 212, or to say it correctly, 212. Oh, come on, what are you doing? The buttons are acting up now. Please don't screw up. I can't believe how slow this is decreasing. Come on, I've got things to do before top of descent. Hurry the F up. Decision altitude is 212, which is ironic. No, maybe not ironic. Why is decision altitude of, that's weird, isn't it? That JFK's decision altitude is 200 feet above the runway elevation, and it's 212. Isn't that weird? Why is that weird, guys? And why am I saying that? You know why. There's 212 is very specific. I know I've put 3000 in. It's just I need the plane to descend. I think the passengers are turned off while we're in the cockpit. I think, I'm not sure. They're very low poly. It doesn't take up very much. A parrot on the bottom of the cage. Low poly. So yeah, 212 decision altitude just happens to match the area code of New York. Yes, am I correct? 212 is the New York area code. If you're making a telephonic communications call. Now, it's not telling me anything about request. There should be on the thing request ready for descent or something like that. But no. So it's gonna need to come up with that very soon. Beyond HTC is gonna need to know where we are, and that top of descent is like 23 miles away. It's a little bit jerky, but considering the distance that we've come, I've never flown this far across the waves. I've never flown this far ever in a flight sim before. Not this distance. Right, on the descent, don't give me any frequencies that have got a 9 in there, just in case it messes up. Should we speed it up a little bit? I've got everything in. We've got the 3,000 feet in, but it's going to end up going to 1,900 feet, I believe. So we have a 3,000 or above, and then the final descent altitude is 1,900 on 1,900 before we start hitting the descent path, the 3 degrees glide slope descent path. So, yes. I'm expecting Beyond HTC to do and say something very soon. Particularly before we get to top of descent here. What's the weather like? Jesus, it looks supremely cloudy here. Broken clouds at 8,500, broken clouds at 10,000. Visibility is 10 statute miles. No rain, no anything like that. Winds 6 knots. That's nothing to worry about. I think SLP is sea level pressure or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's sea level pressure or something. Well, guys. What the hell? I didn't even know there was a hijack function or an emergency. I do have a camera for it, but I think I can't remember what it is. Is it 9? Yeah. I don't know if there's an emergency thing on there or not. There's 3 stages we're supposed to go through when we're cold and darking this thing up to takeoff, or before we get to the runway. You've got standby, transponder, and then TARA. I just go straight to TARA and screw it. Do we have a view? Other side. Where's my cameras gone, man? I programmed in some really nice cameras. Maybe I didn't do any on the right side. I'll have to get some more done. Oh, we're descending already. Oh, okay. Now, because this is a big heavy plane, I'm going to have to monitor the descent. It's already asking for drag. We're slightly above the flight path, but that's fine. See, we're descending. What's happened to Beyond ATC? What if I quit it and go back in again? Will it... Gander Oceanic requesting next heading fix, Boeing 627 Heavy.
Boeing 627 Heavy did not copy.
Gander Oceanic request heading next fix, Boeing 627 Heavy.
Boeing 627 Heavy did not copy.
Alright, I don't have time for you, so go away. I'll relaunch Beyond ATC. If it can pick up where we are, great. If it doesn't, then screw it. That beep you just heard, by the way, is just telling me that I've still got the speed brake out, which I'm fully aware of. Okay, we're about 30 feet above what we're supposed to be, and the plane is catching up, and it has done it. We are descending into KFC? JFK Airport. And yeah, it's a busy one, isn't it? JFK, 2 busy airports. I'm expecting mucho stuttering as we come down into this airport. I'm not sure of it. I don't know if I have or not. I don't have any memory recall, but that's no sign of anything. But I don't recall, not with a big plane, I don't recall ever landing in JFK. It says it looks like you're starting a flight while in the air. Please select which phase of the flight you're in. Descent. There we go. Let's see if it can pick it up. So Beyond ATC messed up a little. OBS messed up big time. So yeah, doing well. The only thing that hasn't messed up so far is Flight Simulator. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to tune into a specific frequency. All I've got here is Kennedy, and yeah, that means I probably can't do any comms until I get close to the airport then. Okay, I think we need a bit of drag here. We are that much above where we need to be, and that's brought us back in line, so we'll take the drag off. Yeah, you have to control the descent on this plane. It's a big heavy bugger. And those slats on the wings are really quite powerful. It doesn't look like it does much, but they really do slow the plane down quite heavily. Kennedy Tower, this is Boeing 627 Heavy, flight level 213. A fatal error has occurred and Beyond ATC must now quit. We realize this may be frustrating. Connection to the simulator has been lost. Oh Jesus freaking hell. Should we give it another try? I'm trying to monitor my plane here. I don't need this.
Beyond ATC connected.
We have to go through these clouds now, guys. And look at this. We have a 52 knot headwind. It's at least the wind's in the right direction. It's pushing against the nose, which is exactly what we want. Okay, I'm not too concerned that we're a little above here. How much? 86. Okay. If you go beyond 100, I'm bringing you under control. No, the plane is managing to get itself back. Come on, come on. 0 obviously means these two are going to line up perfectly. And it's just about there. Nice, very nice. Looking at these two is the same as looking at these two here. Ooh. I don't know what the air pressure is. 3001. Come on, mouse, where the hell? Don't leave me. I've got it Beyond ATC demanding things of me. Right, so Beyond ATC is now reconnected up. Whether it's going to even communicate with me or not, I don't know. What's going on here? Is this just a switcheroo thing? Whoa, 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 what's all this? That's the go around here. Oh, the holding pattern. Okay. Go out again. Oh, I see. So there's just a turn right at the end there before the runway. Okay. Okay. I think Beyond ATC's just decided not interested. Kennedy Tower requesting radio check Boeing 627 Heavy.
Boeing 627 Heavy, readability 5.
Okay, it's talking to me, so yeah, we will see. Right, 12,000 feet then. So we're coming up to 10,000, so let's get the landing lights on already and seat belts on. It'd be great if the animation was back there, right, where you could see them all strapping up. Oh, smog, dirty smog, guys, pollution, grey clouds. Actually, could just be the weather. Right, we do have a constraint here at 3000, so I am going to flick this switch if it lets me. There we go. And I'm going to bring this down to 1900. And we'll just bring her all the way in, shall we? This plane's a long way from home. Long way. What is it? 3,000 miles? Something like that? I don't know. $3,460 miles. Apparently, according to ALEXA. So the reason that we're leveling out here is because I don't know. It's still descending actually, it's not leveling out. But we are perfectly on the flight path here, as you can see, it's just perfectly level. And we just have to make this final turn and drop it onto the runway. And that's it. It's all going to go fine, isn't it? It really doesn't matter. I'd like to have a great landing, but if it doesn't, well, the recording messed up anyway, so meh, you know. But it's amazing to think that I've actually done a transatlantic flight on this, regardless of how well it went. So for you American people who know this area, you'll know how close we are by looking at those names, I guess. Alright, so the speed now has dropped down to 238. Very nice, it's controlled that, lovely. So we can actually initiate flaps 1 now. So, time to do that. So flaps 1. Flaps gauges here, just in case you want to see that. It says the cabin is ready, and I think we need to do a before landing checklist, or descent checklist, which we set that to 2. Altimeters are set, that's done. And then I think, is there one more checklist for after landing? Yeah, landing. Speed brake armed, landing gear down, laps 30. Okay. Well, we are going to have to arm the speed brake. Well, tell me that's not JFK. Because we ain't making that. Speed brake. Hello? Is that the speed brake armed or what? Yeah, okay, so speed brake is armed. Flaps 5. And then I'm going to go to 25 at 200 and then I'm going to go to 30. Come on, don't freeze. Hold on. Maybe it's a bit early for the speed brake. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. So the moment we make this turn, guys, we're going to be executing the approach mode. Got a stadium there. Wheels down. We need to slow down. We're just... We need some serious drag here, I think. Actually, it says that we're too low, but I just want the speed to drop down. Why is it not turned? Where's it going, guys? Oh, it wants me to vector? Well, why didn't you say that? Ah, there was none of that shit when we were going through the flight plan. Alright, so this has messed up then. So this waypoint of Maldi, I don't even know where that is. I don't know where Zulab is either. Yeah, it wanted me to vector. Okay, so this is all completely screwed up then. Let's see if we can head there anyway. Giving me invalid entries, okay? Just do what I'm telling you and we'll all be good. Okay. So, does that now all line up? Gives us plenty of time to descend anyway. I just wondered, you know, because we were... I'm going to bring the landing gear back up because there's no point having it down causing extra drag like that. But yeah, I wondered what was going on there, that we were so far above or below the flight pan all of a sudden and not getting anywhere. Okay, you can beep at me because I'm leaving the speed brake on. Just because we need to control the speed here. Weird. Yep, you can beep, it's okay. There's New York. So we have to come out here, we're going to make the turn, and then that's that. between now and getting to Maldi, we need to get down to 3,000. Do you think you could manage that? You're not giving me much time for the approach. I hope it knows. I have to trust that it's going to descend and not stay here at 5,000. There we go. As soon as it caught up with the flight path thing. You want more drag? Fine, I'll get the wheels down. I would give you more flaps, but you're going to start beeping at me. Let's see what happens if I put more flaps in. Is it going to whinge? No? No? No. Okay. Load relief. It's not as if the engines are idling or anything. There we go. There we go. The speed has dropped off now. This is the kind of flights you get from somebody who isn't actually a pilot, unlike many MSFS flight simmers who are. I can't compete with them, nor do I try. Oh, well, I hope this plane can make this turn, because it's a tight bugger. At the speed we're going now, we've dropped right down to 170, so I wouldn't imagine we need so much drag. So we'll get into the middle of this turn and then we'll hit on the approach mode. Do that now. This brings up the localizer and glide slopes.
Traffic.
Diamonds.
Traffic.
Flaps 20. And flaps 25.
Traffic.
Can't do anything about the traffic, I'm afraid. Right, so once the glide slope is captured, we will go final flaps and just bring her in. We are above the glide slope at the moment. We need the plane to descend to 1900. There she goes. This isn't working out. We're not going to get the glide slope at this rate. Have to take over, do I? Or are you going to manage it? It's going to take too long to pick up the glide slope.
about. Decide.
100. 50. 30. 10.
Exit either. Normally Beyond ATC would tell me. And what I haven't seen for years is my taxi ribbon. I don't know where that's gone. Waiting. I don't care how many planes want to land. We didn't get the glide slope for reasons I don't even know. We had more string, let's say. We should have landed a lot sooner, but we stretched it out for an even longer distance, so why we didn't. I don't know. I got it down to 1900 feet, so we were obviously got there. We obviously hit the 1900 feet maybe too late. I don't know. We were just too high. And there's no way that the glide slope was ever going to be intercepted in that flight. And so I had to do it myself. And now the problem is that if I do this flight again, I'm going to fear the same thing happening. Certainly if we're landing on the same runway. So unless I can figure out what happened, apart from the fact that we had to go around and do it again, apart from that. Anyway, I guess welcome to New York. Let's see what journey this thing takes us on. watching the lights on the top in case it tells me it wants me to turn left or right or something. Sometimes they do that. Maybe, I think they do it when it's a turn that they want you to make, but they're not going to make that turn themselves. Maybe the final parking, something like that. We will see. I could have had a look on Beyond ATC at a parking space, see how far away it was, try and get something close. Yeah, so not perfect yet Beyond ATC at all. It got us most of the way there before it glitched. But I knew there was a problem the moment we weren't getting the altitude change possibility. And requesting taxi to the assigned gate is something we could have done in Beyond ATC as well. And it could have guided us there. I could have done that easily in Beyond ATC. That would have been actually a nicer option. But at least with this one we got a car to guide us. That's cool as well. Bit of traffic. Is he gonna wait for it? There's a private jet in the way, mate. I'd stop now. Stop. I think he would have just gone straight through him. Okay, it's indicating to the right, see? The lights. I can't turn straight away because I'm just freaking huge. I'm just going to run the lossless scaling out, guys, and see if we can get some smoothness here. Okay, there we go. Now you guys tell me if this is smoother. I got planes backing out here. I've got... Why have we got jetways on the floor? What the hell? What kind of JFK is this? Oh, I got another plane coming in. They're all psycho. So I've got the lossless scaling program on, available on Steam. And it's actually giving me... It's interpolating frames, I think, in between, so it's giving me some super smooth, at least the appearance of super smooth frame rates. Despite the fact that we're at JFK Airport. Oh, great. Now, which is the 777 one? Oh, it's not marked. Great. Not marked. Awesome. Going to have to guess it then. I'm going to go with the third one. More or less there, right? all that time was the APU one. Let's connect up some ground power. And then I won't need the APU. Oh, great. You can't request it. Air start inhibit. Did I get too close to something? Okay, all is not lost.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Yeah, but one of the ground services I want is... Oh, never mind. APU running. Okay, good. Request PMDG ground power unit. Come on, turn round. Twiddle, twiddle. Frame rates are still bad, eh? It's jerky and jumpy. Alright, never mind. YouTube is not responding. Is that true? Is anybody out there that can confirm that? Are we still streaming?
The boarding requested.
Don't abandon me. Let's do this. You still there? Well, at least you are great. Okay, so the front two doors are open. That's going to be weird, but I'm sure we're going to have people falling to their deaths.
Passenger boarding start.
Right, you peasants, get off my frickin' plane. You and your blockheads. Come on, leave. Everybody up. Out. Schnell, schnell. I hear people deboarding, but I don't... Oh, there's somebody at the back getting up. No, that's a stewardess. So we don't have ground power. Oh, is it available? It says it's available. Let's turn the APU off, and if the whole plane switches off. No, it hasn't. I wonder if we'll see them. Oh. no, we can't. It's a different level. Why is nobody getting off my plane? Is this the HTC tower? Wow, imagine being up there. Frickin' hell. And this one. That's for the small planes. I don't know. Oh, train. I'm going past. I don't think we're going to see people coming out the back. I don't think that's going to happen. Can we go past the seat? Yeah. So the door that's open is actually not this. Well, this one is open, but it shouldn't be. But it's this one. So come on, people, deboard. On a plane, is it just everybody for themselves, or do business class, first class get to leave first? Is that how it works? I really don't know. I've not really flown. So we've got people from both aisles coming up. Okay, suddenly I can't move. Something's in the way. Stewardess. I don't know. I don't know what's in the way stopping me. Shouldn't be. Should be able to just go straight through. No? Okay. Everybody off. Through the magic doors. Oh, all I had to do was face backwards. Oh, sorry, woman. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'll wait for all 301 passengers to depart. But that is my first London to New York flight, and it was a bit frickety. I need to have a see if I can find a GSX profile for my Heathrow and JFK airports so that the passengers will link up. It's not just the passengers, but the jetways. One of the jetways in Heathrow didn't connect to my plane correctly. It was at a weird angle. Now you can either get a GSX profile for your particular airport if you can find one, or you can edit one yourself, which is a little more complex, but it's not the worst thing in the world to do. But if I have to, this is a big frickin' airport, isn't it? Got Delta there, whatever that is. That looks like a 747 from here. It maybe, may not be, I don't know. Well, if I had the frame rates, I could fly back. Get everybody off, file a new flight plan, get new people on board and fly back to London. But the thing is, you can do that if you wanted to. You can actually do it. Nothing to stop you. Just go into Simbury, get a new flight plan, wait for everybody to deboard. You don't even have to shut the whole plane down. In fact, I'm told that when pilots, 777 pilots get on board this plane, it's hardly ever cold and dark. It's already pre-started up by maintenance. I don't know to what stage, because if I was a captain, I'd like to ensure that everything has been, like, they haven't missed anything. And usually doing it yourself is a way to work that out, right? Look at this guy with his mouth open here. What's he going to turn into when his head resolves? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so all these people will eventually get up. It looks like business class having to wait for the people from the back getting off, which I would have thought it'd be the other way around. Yeah, that's weird. But it's great that GSX has got this now. It used to just be on the Phoenix, but now they've got it on all of the Boeings, the 737s and the thing. And there's a couple more planes that it works on as well. I was surprised they got it working with the 777 so quickly because of the seating arrangements are so different. You have a middle aisle and you have, you know, seats on two sides of the plane as well. Well, a middle row, I should say. Not really these two aisles here. Wait, you... I thought he was coming up here. You can't do that. But you'll notice now the curtains are all open again. So at some point it does do that. I don't know when. She looks like the Borg Queen, the way she's just staring at me. Well, there you go. It's a pity I should have streamed the whole flight, eh? Still, lessons learned and all that jazz. Do 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 do. Aye. So it did come up on Beyond ATC to request taxi to assigned gate, and if you do that, it actually tells you where to go and everything. I'm not sure if I can show it. Let's have a look. So if we go here, we've got all the, this is where we're at now, gate A5 I think that looks like, and these are all the taxiways. So we could have taxied in using this, just request taxi, and then from the runway, which was the other side of this one, I think we came off, did we come off on this one? No, because we landed on 31 right, which must be over here. Yeah, so we landed here, and then what would have happened is when we turned off at the end of the runway, which was here, I would imagine. Yep. And then we've got the car to bring us down here. Instead of using the car, it would have just lit up the pathway, kind of like a sat-nav does, and with the plane just follows that. And it would have led us here. So yeah, you can do it here. Now you've got the assigned gate, or you can choose a gate, I think. I wonder if it would work if I asked it, but it already knows that we're there, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. Delta Ground, request taxi to gate A5, Boeing 627 Heavy.
Boeing 627 Heavy, welcome to Kennedy Airport. No suitable gates for your aircraft exist at this airport. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
What? No suitable gates for a 777 in JFK Airport. Well, that's not true.
Wilco, taxi at my discretion, Boeing 627 Heavy.
That's clearly not true. Like, no way. Of course there's gates for 777s. They must land here all the time. And A380s and stuff like that. Gosh, she's a big airport. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like nodes, doesn't it? Just network nodes. Look at it, man. Each one of these dots is a parking spot. I think that's pretty much bigger than Heathrow. It's so cool though that they have this feature now, the taxi feature, where it's all just what's the word? Not interactive, but it's like it's graphical, so you can actually see your progress as you're doing it. The same way you can on Navigraph as well, but Beyond ATC just presents it a little bit better. Anyway, guys, I've got a little bit of stuff to do. And hopefully, we'll be looking at Elite a little bit later. The baggage is already done. There's a lot of oil spilled on the road, on the ground here. What's that noise? Someone close by? This dude? Oh, he's going. Doesn't look fast enough, but okay. 747 going up. No idea where he's going. Right, I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being part of what essentially has been my first transatlantic flight. Hopefully the next one will be have less glitches in it. Glitch free would be ideal, but other than that, yeah. Right, I'm just gonna have a little eye in the sky here. Check out New York City. Where is it? A lot of buildings over there. I don't know how many miles out of New York JFK is. I'm just trying to go where the buildings are. But there's a Statue of Liberty as well, isn't there? So, oh, here we go. Holy crap. Frame rate fuckery. Until it catches up. All the skyscrapers are all in that one place. Ah, there it is. Central Park, right? That's freaking huge, man. Yeah. Central Park is big. All right. Interesting to know that this flight took off from Heathrow. And here we are. Time compression, great stuff. Guys, thank you so much. I'll be back next time. Until then, thank you very much. Bye-bye.